Well, the House Ways and Means Committee just issued a draft tax bill that they're going to be deliberating on this week and over the next several weeks. It's going to be a key topic of conversation in politics. So let's talk about what that means at a detailed level. I'm going to give you my tax opinion about all these tax proposals. First of all, in this video, I'm going to summarize the major changes that have happened, particularly as they apply to individuals and key issues. But a couple things did not change. A couple things are not in this package as of yet. First of all, that's not in there is the proposal that there be no capital gains on digital assets is not in there. The proposal that there be no tax on expat income derived overseas is not in there. The discussion of the adding of a 39.6% income tax bracket on wealthy people is not in there at this time. What is in there is an increase of the debt limit by $4 trillion. There is the no tax on tips proposal. There is the no tax on overtime proposal. No tax on, well, I wouldn't call it tax, but like there's a deduction for car loan interest, much like a home loan interest. A couple really dramatic things I thought are in there that affect the individual. The IRS has had what they've called a 529 plan, which is a fairly generous program to save money for higher education expenses. Under this new proposal, they're going to redefine qualified higher education expenses to include elementary, secondary, homeschooling expenses, and post-secondary education. What's that? Post-secondary means like trade schools or going to get certificates that you need for a state qualification. So if you want to be an HVAC repairman, you're going to go to some school, you're going to take some studies. All of that is covered under these 529 programs. This is very exciting. Another extremely clever, interesting proposal is the creation of MAGA accounts. MAGA in this case means money account for growth and advancement. But of course, we know what it really means. It basically allows a mechanism for setting aside $50,000 for a young person to receive once they turn 18. This $50,000 can be used for education. It could be used for starting a small business if they take a small business loan, or a down payment on their first house. Very provocative proposal. Also, there's going to be a repeal of the 1099-K, which is a tax form. It used to be you only got one of those if you had over $20,000 of income. It was reduced to $600. This bill repeals that and pulls it back up to $20,000. There's also the elimination of the zero emissions requirement on nuclear plants. This had been an obstacle for nuclear plant creation. The SALT tax limit, the state and local income tax limit, had been at $10,000, now increased to $15,000, $30,000 for a married couple. There's a whole bunch of things that are added to make it very difficult for illegal aliens to benefit from a lot of the benefits that are in the tax code. So this is a brief summary of what is in that bill. Of course, it will be subject to change and negotiation. Most of the exciting things have to do with people in lower income brackets. So, it'll be interesting to see how the negotiation goes. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and follow. It means a lot to us and to making sure that this message gets out to more and more people. Thank you so much.